New season, new squad, new optimism here at Blackwell Meadows as Darlington get their Vanarama National League North campaign underway today at home to Gloucester City. Despite all of the new faces in over the summer, only 2 debutants in the starting 11, Fallon Armstrong, Mark Beck and Jacob Hazel, supplementing 9 of the players who finished end of last season. The bench is all debutants, with Jordan Emery, Jacqueline Stanley, Alfie Hughes, Marcus Madison and Kane Felix ready to come on. Lee Mansell brings his team on the long journey up from Gloucester this morning. New signings Jamie Egan and Sion Spence don't make it and are on the bench ready to come on. Tin shed filled up a little bit there last few minutes in good voice. Taylor takes the goal kick. Hazel's beaten to it in the air and Gloucester emerge with it in the centre circle. Play it down the right hand side to James. James is going to have a run at Headley, has a shot from distance. It's swerved in the air. Taylor blocked it, but there's a rebound there as Gloucester try and recycle the ball. Pull it back to the penalty spot where Lambert clears. Lambert clears. Hazel gets on the end of it, but he didn't have a lot to work on there, so Darlington concede possession quickly. We're not going to see much going forward from Alex Purve and Adriano Moke typically. Mark Beck competing for the ball in the air. Second ball is cleared up in the air from Gloucester. Mondal rises and wins a header, finds Purve. Purve back to Lawler on the halfway line. Purve goes back to David Wheater. Wheater takes a touch and then he doesn't draw the foul. The referee was, David Wheater was trying to say he was fouled there, but the referee didn't give it and then he pulled David Wheater up for a handball. He had to make the handball because he'd have been exposed otherwise. I think he maybe just caught Wheater's ankle there a little bit. I mean, there's plenty of covering defenders, so there's no problem like that. But I think the referee is going to give David Wheater a yellow card, is he? Here?
Yeah, be for deliberate handball.
Yeah, it was a deliberate handball. I mean, he feels hard done by, I think, thinking that he had his ankles clipped, and he might have a case. But nonetheless, that puts him on a little bit of a tightrope. We're back underway anyway after that little bit of drama. Ball played forward. David Wheater wins the first header. Purve wins the second. Again, the Gloucester player goes down looking for a free kick after a little nudge from Mondal, but nothing doing. Ball up in the air. And Purve wins a header on the edge. Darlington not able to immediately clear the lines here. It's with Jack James, right hand side. He's got an overlap if he wants him. Plays the overlap. Chance for the cross. Comes all the way across and headed over the goal and almost over the stand there.
Dangerous at them from Gloucester over the overlap and no one going with him.
Yeah, if he could have slid the ball along the ground there around the 6-yard box, might have been a different story, mightn't it?
Yeah, he got the wrong delivery, didn't he? He just put too much on it.
Played up and over forward. Jake Lawler wins the header. Purve's there on the next ball. Finds Lambert. Lambert with a little bit of space left hand side to work. Beckens plays towards him and then plays the diagonal looking for Hazel. Hazel's in space. Ball inside looking for Beck. Beck can't quite get there ahead of his men, but comes back to Hazel. Hazel's going to take the shot and it just goes over the bar. Send Kevin Dawson forward to take this corner from the right hand side. Gloucester send men forward, play it short though. Moke reads that one and picks the ball up. He's having his shirt pulled there, and that's, I was going to say, there has to be a yellow card, that one, no doubt about that. Moke read that like a book. They tried to play the short corner, and Moke read it, pushed it past his man. He was bursting into space, and then number 4, Tommy O'Sullivan, just pulled his shirt back. I'm actually a bit surprised the assistant didn't give the referee any help there, did he? Because it was on the blind side for the referee, I thought.
Yeah, he was pulling his shirt for a good 10-12 yards, I thought, and he says right in front of the linesman. Assistant referee, apology. There's
James again down this right hand side. Ball played inside. Ben Headley there for Dawson. Dawson gets it across. Wheater has to stab it away. A lot of time for Gloucester to pick the pass though, isn't there? Not that much press in midfield. Moke picks it up. Darlington with plenty of runners forward, looking for Mondal this time. Mondal's going to get there before the goalkeeper takes it round the goalkeeper. Gets it goal bound, hits the side net, and that is probably the best chance of the game, Andy, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a good touch by Mondal to get away from the keeper, and then he just got it all wrong. The finishing.
In fairness, Darlington, on the rare occasion they've got the ball, they've been sending Hazel and Mondal and Beck forward. They're looking to spring them so quickly. It's the actual opposite of last season when we seem to have the ball dispossessed. Purver though again snaffles things up. Finds Lambert. Lambert breaking. Beckons plays towards him. Finds the ball through the middle of Hazel. Hazel's going there almost before the goalkeeper. Beck's going to have the shot. It's still goalkeeper still outside his box. Chance for Hazel. Hazel clips it over the top. There's the opener! Opener for Darlington. Jacob Hazel runs to get the ball. Goalkeeper was all at 6s and 7s, having got the first ball, and when it came to Hazel 30 yards out, he just chipped it over the goalkeeper. Under the crossbar, Darlington take the lead.
Yeah, great finish by Hazel there.
It's in the 43rd minute that Jacob Hazel gets off the mark. Darlington again through Lambert early in the move, had been playing forward. Goalkeeper came well out of his goal again. There was a little bit of a collision, but I don't think it was a foul for sure. I think the goalkeeper ran into the Darlington player as much as anything. And then as it popped back out on the second phase of play, it came to Hazel, and he had all the composure in the world to loft it over the goalkeeper. He knew it was in before everybody else. He had his arms up celebrating before anybody else knew it was going in. Tidy work in the centre circle. Griffiths plays it forward, but DG's going to head that down. Ball's just gone the wrong side of Moke, which allows the defender to clear. Bit of grappling between Griffiths and one of the Gloucester players there, but then it's played forward by Wheater. Goes over Beck. Beck brings the ball down. He's going to have a chance to unleash a shot here. He takes the shot. Well saved by the goalkeeper, Brandon Hall, to his right. Beck was invited to have the shot there under no pressure. 25, 28 yards maybe. Connected well. Good save. Ball comes inside to O'Sullivan. Also plays through the middle. Lawler tidies up with a hooked clearance. Griffiths gets his head under it to reach midfield territory, but Gloucester pick the ball up and play it down the left hand side. Chance for the cross on the right foot, which Lawler heads clear. Darlington just trying to get the foot on the ball and stop this little bit of pressure from building. Moke chases the ball down, but it's Dawson who's in possession. Finds O'Sullivan. Heavy touch, and Mondal's gone into it there. Referee plays an advantage. I think Mondal did catch his man. Good advantage played by the referee. Picked up by James. James into the box. Chance for a turn and shot if they can get it here. Gloucester. Well blocked. Comes for the second ball. Oh, and his shot hits the crossbar. Second ball. So Dolly of a chance, and Ledbetter finishes it. I think it's Ledbetter anyway. Ball came off the frame of the goal, and the equaliser was fired in. It was Ledbetter who finished it.
Yeah, it was a good finish. Tommy Taylor was in the back of the net because, like you say, the one that hit the bar, he was trying to cover that, and it just bounced out to Ledbetter, and he's fighting in the back of the net. 1-1.
It was a good finish. He had all the time in the world to make it after the ball cannoned back off the frame of the goal. The referee did go back and book Junior Mondal, which is actually good refereeing from the ref because it was a free kick and a yellow card. So
he caught him, didn't he?
Fair play to the ref on that one. But as I sit here on Darlow Fans Radio, I wish he'd blown for the free kick personally. Has to be said, that goal comes just when Darlington had their most impressive period of the game, I'd say. They were pretty much well on top.
Yeah.
Nowhere to be seen, having chased the first ball. Anyway, we're back underway. Darlington with it all to do again, back at 1-1 here at Blackwell Meadows. Lambert on the ball. He's got 4 defenders around him, and inevitably one of them takes it off him, but he does earn... Oh, he can't do that. The referee's going to have to give a yellow card here to Tommy O'Sullivan. Tommy O'Sullivan's had a yellow card already, and that is going to be the end of his day. I mean, he's given the referee absolutely no chance. Darlington are trying to take the fast throw in. It's Griffiths trying to take the fast throw in, and O'Sullivan's put both hands up and knocked the ball out of his arms. He's trying to take the throw in, and there's absolutely nothing else the referee can do there.
What a foolish decision by Gloucester, by the player there.
I mean, Tommy O'Sullivan's got his head in his hands. Big opportunity for Darlington to get back ahead in this game here, having just been pegged back a couple of minutes before that red card. Lawler does well, goes in, takes the ball on his chest, finds Beck. Beck takes a couple of touches under significant pressure from Diggy, but emerges with the ball. Lambert's looking to try and get Moke through the middle. Evans is defending him. Moke has got goal side inside the box. Moke has the shot, it's saved, and just pushed down into no man's land, and then tidied up by Ben Nugent. Good save, good move, good shot. Of course, I was just looking back at it there, and there wasn't much for him to aim at. Just fire it across if you're in doubt, don't you? Ball forward finds Mondal. Mondal heads it on. Lambert and Purver dominating the centre circle, get the ball. Again, it's another wave of Darlington attacks here. Griffiths down the right hand side. Looking for an option. Comes back inside to Purver. Purver looks up, just chips one across. It's flick header wide left, which Headley will pick up. Headley's got it on his right foot. He crosses one back post. Beck's round the outside. Mark Beck heads it in from close range and scores yet again in front of the tin shed like he's done so many times. Mark Beck for Darlington 2-1.
Yeah, great ball in by Ben Headley on his right foot, swung in towards the far post. Mark Beck diving header, 4 or 5 yards out, heads it past the keeper, 2-1.
Great cross from Headley, as you say, Mark Beck. You could see as soon as the ball came in, he wasn't going to be stopped getting there. You could see he was setting himself. Anyone was going to have to bounce off him. And by the time the ball came in, it was only a couple of yards off the goal line. And Becky heads it in from close range. The goal, I'd say, has been coming.
Yeah, definitely ever since the red card, which was obviously straight off the Gloucester equaliser, wasn't it? And Darlington just kept the pressure on, kept possession, bided the time, and finally found the back of the net.
Substitution there, I think, hasn't it? Because Darlington were well on top at that point. Ball is switched over on this near side. Griffiths is pressed, so has to play it forward. Beck's underneath it, wins the header, finds Moke, but Moke can't quite reach it. He has to check back. Then he gets the cross in, comes to Felix. Felix's attempt is just deflected after behind. Could have been a great way to make a debut. Lambert raises both arms to signal his intent here. Puts one at the edge of the 6-yard box. Beck heads it goal bound. It's a good save from Hall, who gets both hands to it and catches it. So down the line, Purves underneath it, wins the header. Lambert wins the next header and then picks the second ball up as well. Nice play from Lambert. I think he's gone back because it's a head injury, hasn't he? I don't think he's given the free kick, has he?
It's just head injury.
I have to say that the referee's been very good. Ball played forward as we get it back underway again. It's with Felix. Felix running at his man. Shugs him off. Fires the back of the net. Kane Felix held up the challengers, brought the ball onto his right foot, stuck it in the far corner with a powerful drive, and that should be enough, Andy.
Yeah, great finish by Felix, like you say. Again, he's let the ball roll across his body, onto his right foot, fighting into the far side. 3-1.
That gives Darlington the daylight they're after. Well, would you believe it? We've got 3 debutants on the pitch here, and all 3 debutants have scored. I think I'm right in saying that. Yeah, we are, aren't we? The only 3 debutants on the pitch are Mark Beck, Jacob Hazel, and Kane Felix. If you including Becky, even though he wasn't here before. But all 3 score, and you can't ask for anything more from that. Moke in a wide area, gets the cross all the way across, but it's just safely into the arms of the goalkeeper. And then the referee blows the full-time whistle, and the cheers that you can hear are from the Darlington fans celebrating a 3-1 home victory on the opener against Gloucester City. Goals in the first half from Jacob Hazel, and then in the second half from Mark Beck and Kane Felix. Enough for the Quakers. Gloucester City's goal coming in the 58th minute from Ledbetter, who had Tommy O'Sullivan sent off needlessly. Really, that was the turning point in the game, but Darlington, I think, comfortably, well worth it, Andy, on the day.
Yeah, definitely worth a 3-1 win. Good to see, like you say, all the debutants getting a goal. Plenty of creativity.
Don't forget to leave the stadium. Any rubbish, please place in the bins provided.
Yeah, I think the tin shed are happy with what they've seen there. Second half particularly.